Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm AndyRC and today I'm going to be doing a bit of a news video because there's quite a bit going on and I've had some stuff in the post, etc. So, by the way, what do you think of the purple sheet? It's caused a bit of controversy. I don't plan on keeping it like this, it's just a different sheet whilst the other ones are cleaned, and I thought, yeah, let's try for a bit of purple. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. Right, so DJI, I think they announced, was it yesterday or today? They're bringing out some new models, which is the Mavic Platinum and then a Phantom 4, and as far as I can tell, they've just given them paint jobs. So for me, it's not really an announcement. Now, I think there's going to be a lot of people upset with DJI on that because they were maybe expecting a Mavic 2 and we don't have a Mavic 2. But the thing is, because DJI, they are just leading the pack with the aerial photography drones, then they can do whatever they want. So whether it upsets a lot of people or not, people are still going to buy it, aren't they? So if DJI wants to give them a new paint job and 11% battery and quieter propellers, I mean, they're not things that I was asking for from the Mavic. For me, it would have been nice to have a updated camera so it does 1080-60 properly, so that it does 4K 60 and has more object avoidance options, but yeah, we don't have any of those things. Also, they mentioned that the Spark was going to get grounded if you bought one unless you give it a update. Now, I think what they meant by that is that it's not going to allow you to fly it unless you update it. I can't imagine there's going to be like a deadline where they say, right, you've not updated it by this date, you're no longer to fly your Spark. By the way, I got this nice case for mine. I really like the Spark, and I think it's because it's like the underdog. It doesn't fly as long as the Mavic, it doesn't do 4K, and I've always been a fan of the underdog. So like when the Mavic came out and everyone wanted one and said it's the best thing, I'm like, well, I don't want the thing that everyone else wants, I want something different. So I think maybe a bit of my OCD showing through there, but yeah, I think I prefer the Spark to the Mavic, even though the Mavic, yeah, it has superior features, definitely. I got this nice little case for it, and yes, it is bigger than the bag that the Mavic comes in. Yeah, so a lot of stuff going on with DJI. Now, I want to address the Ishin goggles because I've been getting a lot of questions about the EV100, and they seem to be a very cheap Fatshark competitor, like £78. And like every other comment is like, EV100, what do you think? EV100, what do you think? And I was meant to be getting one of the early ones, so someone at Banggood told me that there was like 3 samples being sent out, and that then they get to send those out to the reviewers. And this isn't a complaint of Banggood, but they did say I was going to get one of these initial 3 units, and then they backtracked and said we've had to give them to somebody else, bigger channels. And the reason I'm not complaining is I've had the opportunity to review a lot of these pre-release items, like the Spark, for example. I think I was one of the first to get that, and the Me as well as one of the first to get that. So not complaining whatsoever, and the people I speak to at Banggood, they're usually very good at fighting for me for getting products sent over when I'm not anywhere near one of the biggest RC channels. I've got 2 pairs of Fatsharks here, and that is because I've been borrowing these HD2s. My Fatsharks have now come back from the Fatshark Repairs Centre, and you know, when we're talking about these cheap goggles and things, Fatsharks are expensive, but they have a UK repair centre, and I've used them 3 times now, and the goggles will always come back within a week repaired without any charge or anything like that. Even if I haven't sort of said this is where I got them from, here's the receipt, they've just done it, no questions asked, because they are Fatshark and there's, you know, no copies out there, so they know that these are a HD3, they know that, you know, they are of a certain age, and they've just repaired it for free. So yeah, that is the Fatshark UK spares and repairs, and I can't knock them at all. So yeah, there is a goggle out there though that's actually got me as interested as the EV100s, and I don't know if you have seen it, but they are called the Topsky F7X 2D, 3D, 5.8 GHz, 40 channel, 16:9 FPV goggles. And to me, these are more of a competition to Fatsharks because they're about £277. They have 720p screens, which is higher than Fatsharks. It's got a removable module, head tracker, a fan, and yeah, so those look pretty cool, and I hope that I'm going to get to try one of those. And yeah, I'll leave a link in the description to that if you want to take a look at the specs and stuff, because that one looks pretty cool. So I've also had some packages from Runcam to check out. So we have got a Runcam Micro Sparrow, this one is called. Now, I don't see this being listed anywhere yet, but I think it's the same as their Micro series, but it's a 16:9 camera. So a Micro CCD 16:9 camera. And yeah, I don't think there's no instructions with this yet, because I think it's like a fairly new thing, so I might have to ask more information on that. But yeah, you can see what it says on here. Runcam Micro Sparrow, it's called. You see it says 16:9 at the top there, and that it is switchable as well. It's not mentioning an on-screen display there, so maybe it doesn't have one. Does this one mention the on-screen display? Because this is the Micro Swift 2. So yeah, I don't think that mentions it either, so potentially a on-screen display on that one as well. And then yeah, this is the Micro Swift 2. So yeah, been looking forward to checking this out. Gosh, they release these cameras so quick, don't they? Like quicker than I can review them sometimes. But yeah, let's put all that back in there. And they have sent another camera as well. What's this one? This is the Eagle 2. Let's have a look at this one. I'm going to need to undo that there. Yeah, so this is the Eagle 2, and yeah, it looks red. And let's have a look what the specs are. This, I don't know much about it. Here, it's another 16:9 camera, so yeah, I'm seeing them go this way here. So yeah, I'm going to have to read up properly. Only came today, this one did. So micros, I've got lots of micros, and the reason for that is recently I reviewed the full speed bat, and it was also the full speed Leader 120, and I was really impressed with it. So I've got one here called the Grasshopper 94. Again, this is just kind of like a news segment because I don't know much about it. But yeah, it's going to be more of the same, I'm expecting, from full speed. So let's just take a look at it here. So yeah, this looks like the Leader, and it just looks like it's on a smaller frame, so 94 rather than a 120, and then it is using what looks like potentially 2-inch props, or maybe 1.9-inch props there. But yeah, I've been a big fan of full speed. So yeah, looks like we've got one of those batteries again in there as well. So this is the Grasshopper 94. And then I've got another full speed model to check out. This one is the Eaglet 85. So let's take a look at this one here. It looks like this one has got prop protectors. There's things flying out here. Yeah, so same props as the 94 here. And yeah, this one looks very similar to the Armor series, doesn't it? The Armor 67. But yeah, it's full speed's own version there, and yeah, it looks very nice indeed. So another full speed model to check out. I've then got this one here. This is the Octopus Racing Drone F90 Pro. Let's have a quick look at what this one is all about. Looks like another indoor brushless model. There's so many of them about, isn't there? Let's just take it out here. So yeah, another brushless micro, unbranded motors. Look at that, it looks like all the electronics are built into the frame there. We got some LEDs, a 2S battery, camera on the top there on a little dome. Let's see what the features are here and what I have got. So it looks like this one has an on-screen display and is a 2S model, so yeah, so many of these coming out. So the next one has come in this bag here, in this nice little pouch. What could be in here? FPV model. I've heard of them. Let's have a look what we've got in here. Wow, got loads of stuff. Look at that, look at all those props there. And we have got a nice little micro here. Again, surprisingly, this looks really smart. This does. Got any instructions telling me what it is? I don't think so. So, I don't know. Yeah, I'll put along here whatever this one is, but yeah, it's from FPV model there, and yeah, this looks pretty smart. Looks like we've got a Runcam micro in there, so yeah, feels like a bit of weight to it as well. So yeah, I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, looking forward to reviewing that one for sure. Okay, so last but not least, I have got the awesome Youbi here, bind and fly. So you might remember I did a review of the EV100. I think this one is a smaller sized model, so let's have a look at it here. Yeah, so very similar size to the F100 here, but yeah, it's smaller there. So yeah, I wonder if it's got an on-screen display on it there. So it looks like we have got a XM receiver in there, and then awesome branded motors. What are those? They look like 1103 7500 kV. Feels really lightweight. And then we have got these black Gemfan 4-blades. Look at that. So looks like that's going to be a nice model. How do you know what to pick from? Because they're all just so great. Well, hopefully the videos that I make will help you decide, because everybody is different in what they want to get out of, you know, this hobby and a model. So yeah, I've got that stuff coming up on the channel. Let me know in the comments which one you are most looking forward to seeing, and I'll try and prioritize that. And that just leaves me to say thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I just went over 37k subscribers, which is just amazing, so thank you so much for that, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.